Mike, another big golf tournament in the books, U.S. Open.
Yep.
Done.
It's over.
Challenging course. It seems like the U.S. Open always is. They make it extremely challenging to the point of this is ridiculous. I mean, this isn't golf anymore.
I think in recent years they've stayed on the right side of ridiculous. They got right out on the edge of that on Sunday out at Pebble Beach, and Pebble Beach is it's a great layout. It's an unbelievably spectacular setting. It's almost surreal. It doesn't even look like you're on the world almost. I think the golf course has bad greens. I'm not sure that I want to blame anybody but God for that because it's just I'm not sure anybody could do anything about that. Because,
I wouldn't mess with him.
Because exactly. But I know that some of the guys, Phil Mickelson, I know for example, was just extremely frustrated, and he's always too diplomatic to quite say that. But he was really mad, I think, about the greens, and I think Tiger was too, and. So it sort of ends up this sort of survival test. The golf course just bludgeons these guys to death, and one guy just is bludgeoned a little bit less than anybody else. And in this case, it was Graham McDowell, this sort of European Tour pro who seems like I really liked his temperament. He seemed like a really cool customer, a guy who handled everything well. But, I mean, he shot 74 on Sunday. It's not like he tore the thing up. He just sort of survived.
It reminds me of like a battle royal in wrestling. The last guy still steps in the ring.
Yeah,
still cage match. The last guy to crawl out over the top.
I like it, and I know that these stuffed shirt guys from the United States Golf Association would be thrilled with that analogy. So way to go, Stark.
They like my creamsicle shirt, too, I think.
There you go.
Graham McDowell, I never heard of the guy before, and that's one of the things that drives me crazy with golf. I mean, and that's great for him, but is it good for the sport that a guy like that, it's not a big name, emerges like this? I
don't think it's as bad for the sport as some people make it out to be. I mean, this is the deal. You have 150 guys who really are fairly close in terms of their basic ability to hit the shots at the beginning of the week, and they go through all this stuff over 4 days, and one guy emerges, and it's not always going to be Phil or Tiger, and that's just I think it's obvious that's the way it has to be.
This weekend, was it more skill or mental toughness to get through the course they were just on?
I'm going to say mental toughness, although it's obviously it's a lot of both. I'm going to say mental toughness was even a bigger deal than anything else, and McDowell was in a pretty good position. If you going into Sunday, if you take as a given that this Dustin Johnson is going to completely collapse the way he did, he shot 82. It turns out if he'd shot 76. He would have won, and 77 would have got him into playoff. I mean, it's almost unbelievable.
Right.
And he really came unglued very early in the round, where if he could have kind of taken a deep breath and stepped back and, hey, let's take a bogey here and try to move on, I think he might have been okay. He's a big talent, but this might be a devastating thing for him because he really fell apart on Sunday.
Real quickly, Tiger Woods. We got to bring him up. I say that. I mean, we're not going to dwell on it, but you got to bring up Tiger.
We have to bring Tiger up.
Critique how he did, and there's some criticism about how he handled things with his caddy as well.
Tiger used to be, not so long ago, Tiger was the guy who was the best ever by light years at sort of managing his game and grinding out a score, fighting his way around the golf course. He made some real mental errors on Sunday. I think more mental errors than physical. He never used to do that. Unfortunately, after the round, talking to the media, he kind of threw his caddy under the bus and kind of sort of blamed him for some of the decisions he made, which is ridiculous. I mean, your caddy gives you advice and gives you a yardage and you talk things over, but you make the decision. You make the call. It's on you, Tiger. And but I do think he's slowly getting back to what he once was. And the next major championship, the British Open, is at St. Andrews, where it used to be Tiger almost couldn't lose. I mean, this is really a golf course that's built for him. So I think he's got a very good shot he's going 2 years without winning a major. I think there's a very good shot that that's going to end at the British Open next month.